This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
The UNI Panthers fall in their homecoming game 38-29 as they hosted a top 15 ranked Western Illinois team. It's a top 10 team coming up this week, and UNI goes on the road to South Dakota State. Coach, there was a lot of back and forth in last Saturday's football game against the Leathernecks. What did you see from your team as they kind of continued to respond time after time?
Well, the first half they came back and got ahead 14-5 at the half. And then at the end, when we came back and scored twice with 7 minutes to go in the game to take the lead, those are the two positives you take from the game. The downside is that we let them score on the last minute, 12 seconds of the game to win the game. Otherwise, it's a whole different story today.
In that first half, you had a 97-yard touchdown run wiped off the board due to a penalty. A couple plays later, a safety makes it 5-0. The team then responded with a couple of touchdowns. What did you see from maybe the upperclassmen in that moment trailing 5-0?
Well, we just stayed the course. I mean, they got a big play early in the defense too, and got down the 3-yard line and only got 3 points. So that's guys stepping up at the plate where you want them to. You got offense that gave up the safety, but in turn we came back and got ahead 14-5. That's seniors, that's leadership, that's players persevering. You know, so all those things were present. And when you look at the game, it was the last minute, 12 seconds that separated a good outing from a bad outing.
Those 2 touchdowns in that second quarter, too, set up by the defense. It was back-to-back 3-and-outs, and that turned into 2 touchdown possessions for the offense.
Well, it did in 2 long drives, a 16-play drive and I believe a 14-play drive. So 2 fourth-down conversions that we converted actually in the last drive. So tons of good things. We want to look at it that way, but also you more tend to lean on some of those things since you came out on the short end. You look at those more in a different light.
Elias Nissen finishes the game with 3 touchdowns. His second, a recovery of a fumble in the end zone. How heads up was that play by your junior tight end?
Well, Elias played an exceptional football game. Very headsy to get on that play, but the 2-point play was probably his best play because how he got open, he had to go up and get it, and then he actually scored the go-ahead touchdown at the end of the football game. So he's gone from 8-man football to being a critical part of our offense.
And his role has kind of continuously grown all 3 years. He played as a redshirt freshman and just becoming more and more of an impact guy.
Well, I think he's one of the best tight ends I've gone through here. He's made himself into that kind of player.
All right, we'll have more with UNI head football coach Mark Farley as the Panthers get set to take on 7th-ranked South Dakota State as UNI goes on the road. We'll have more Panther Sports Talk coming up right after this.